The Exodus. Dear friends, in today's story, we will talk about the Israelites' journey to their promised land. Pharaoh and the Egyptians forced Israel to leave their country because their firstborn had died. The people of Israel did as Moses told them and asked the Egyptians for silver and gold jewelry and for clothing. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. Thus the Egyptians lost not only their firstborn, but also their possession. Along with that, they also lost the Israelites who worked for them as slaves. The Lord commanded the Israelites to consider the month they got out of Egypt as the first month of their year. Israel's redemption story gives birth to a religious calendar. Thus they started their journey from Ramses Goshen to their promised land. Around 600,000 men in the ages of 20 and above, besides women and children, went up from Egypt. All of them together made up a congregation of around 3 million people. 430 years back, when Joseph was the prime minister of Egypt, the Israelites who went there were only 70 people. Even before Abraham had children, God had already told him that his offspring would be sojourners in a foreign land, and that the people of the land would afflict them, but that God would judge them and bring Israel out with great possession. Besides the Israelites, there were people from other lands whom they married, and people whose genealogy records could not be found also went up with them. When the Egyptians sent the Israelites out in haste, the dough they prepared was not leavened. So God asked them to remember this day by eating unleavened bread in the month of Abib every year. Earlier, when Joseph's brothers came to buy grain, they passed to the land of Philistia, which is between Canaan and Egypt. That time they were only a few people. But now, with this huge crowd, God understood that if they go to the same route, then the Philistines might wage war against them, and the Israelites might get scared and return to Egypt. So God took them through another route, and they camped in the wilderness by the sea. And they also took the bones of Joseph with them, as he commanded them. With a strong hand the Lord brought them out of Egypt, and he went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead them along the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, that they may travel by day and night. While they were encamping there, Pharaoh hardened his heart again. Pharaoh gathered his army to pursue the Israelites because he regretted his decision to set them free. When the Israelites saw that Pharaoh was chasing them, they cried out to God. Can you imagine what the situation of the Israelites would be with the Red Sea in front of them and Pharaoh's army behind them? We will see that in the next story. God bless you.